Coming to you straight from the Rio Grande and beyond, broadcasting to the four corners of the globe. So grab your seat, your coffee, or your sundowner.
Okay, everybody, here we go.
On point, as always. This is Gloves Off. Gloves Off.
We're back at you, Gloves Off. I'm Paul Buitron. I'm here with my dear friend, Laredo and Sunni Storm. How we doing?
We are popping.
So it's your time of year again.
More bang. It's all about the bang, baby. Always.
Yeah, absolutely. Every year we see you, twice a year.
Yes.
You know, my kids go over there and we need fireworks. And how is it this year?
Well, the first thing we have to say is, isn't it great to see you, right? And it's always great to see everybody. And Casita Rosa Fireworks, we've been around since 1947. And this is when our chance to get out there and see people. And we're very excited about seeing people.
Absolutely, no. And you brought out a good position. You know, last year.
No,
we were
you know that we've been talking forever before this, okay? So.
Yeah. So last year with COVID coming in, a lot of things changed. A lot of people lost a lot of loved ones. There's a lot of fear in the air, and there's fear now. But I'm glad, like you said, we're seeing each other.
Yes.
We're seeing the smiles. We're starting to see people raise their heads. Mm-hmm. It wasn't around when they were wearing a mask and they were walking down with their head in the ground. And you look at yourself like, did we come to this? Because people were literally looking down. They wouldn't even look at somebody telling them, hi, how are you? We were losing the handshakes. Mm-hmm. Now everybody wants to fist bump. No, let's come back to the manly handshake and the woman's handshake and the differences between that, because we can't lose that.
Well, if we pay attention to history, and if you pay attention to what has happened globally always, is there have always been pandemics. I mean, we heard all of this on YouTube. We heard all of this on the internet and with our doctors. Were we prepared for this? No. Do I believe it was orchestrated? Yes. However, nature and society, something was going to come down the pike regardless. No different than, do I use the word obesity? It's something that we as a society, we have done to ourselves. No human being should drink a humongous sugar-filled soda.
Absolutely.
With carbonate, so there are so many things that we pretty much set ourselves up. And I mean that physically, emotionally, economically. We can talk about governments. We can go all the way across the board. However, just like human beings, we survive. And I am very thankful to Laredoans. We have guts, baby. I mean, I wouldn't be here if we didn't have guts.
No, and we have to. And you're absolutely right. Listen, we have a community here that cared about one another. We have a community here that started helping one another, especially the small businesses. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the municipality kicked the small businesses down. They literally wanted to destroy them. Then you had a group of doctors that wanted to destroy the small businesses some more. But it was a small business entrepreneurs that were reaching out and picking up another one. Let's keep fighting, let's keep moving. We lost many, and they're not going to come back. But guess what? We're here to stay. You've been here 47 years.
Well, since 1947.
Since 1947.
Right.
That's a long, long time.
I don't even want to say that I've been there for 47 years, but I have.
So that's a long time. So you get, we've been here since '88. So you know what I'm saying. So we're trying to figure out what other companies have been out there. These are the ones that are going to adapt and move with the changes. Why? Because a lot of different things happen all the time. It always revolves in but we make it. Why? Because we have that willpower to continue forward.
business people, human nature, human beings. Now, have we evolved because of social media, because of that thing that we hold in our hand? Has it helped us? Has it affected us in a negative? We can also talk about that for hours. And I personally have seen it we all have. We've seen it in our social interaction. We've seen it in our real, you have a real life, and then we have a social media life. You have this life, and then we have the ¿qué pasó? And let me send you a text. And all of that, there are different levels of communication, understanding that anything that is not this really is either, we could use the word counterfeit, or a substitute.
Absolutely.
And so for business, we'll just get back to that business. Were we prepared? No. Was the government prepared? No. Was this on our insurance forms? No. So this, the whole COVID mess was not in anyone aside from China, and that is my personal opinion. It was their plan. And as governments, as human beings, we might be able to plan next week. You might be able to plan your vacation next year. But governments plan decades. Governments plan 50 and 100 years. So just how out of the box was it? We can debate that as long as we want to, and without an answer.
I agree with you in a bunch of stuff with COVID, but one thing positive that this has come out, I have learned who are my closest friends, who are the people that care for you, and who are the people that you really care about, and keep that circle tight and move forward. I say this, those that clap for you are your circle. Those that are not, are not. You see, you might see a lot of views. You do something very well in social media. And I tell folks this, and you have a bunch of views, but all of a sudden you have 50 likes, but you have 300 views. Mm-hmm. How come the rest aren't liking it? Understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
So you have to understand who's there with you and who's not. Some businesses will continue being here because the community wants them. And in COVID, you all did excellent, especially with everything you all had to adapt to continue moving forward. And
supply and demand.
Casita Rosa was beautiful in what you all did.
It was a whirlwind. Okay. First of all, we have a tremendous amount of product, right? We have everything that anybody can want. So it's affordable family fun always, and we have always had items that for the children. We have items for the kids. We have items for adults that they really dig. And what is so spectacular about fireworks is that you can purchase X, right? And the entire family gets to enjoy this. And that is something, fireworks has always been a memory-making event, a memory-making activity that, needless to say, was COVID distancing already. Because to be safe, you want to be at least 6 to 12 feet away from the product.
Absolutely.
So it was now for the business itself, yes. Last season, we put product on our shelves, and I walked up to the counter as a customer looking. Is it right? We did it 5 times. My crew thought I was, what is wrong with you? They thought I was going goofy. But again, we always, at Casita Rosa Fireworks, we always, from the time you're pulling up on that road, it's what's the customer's experience? What's the customer's experience? Everything from billboards to lighting to the way I'm a nut about my parking lot so it all had to make sense. And yes, we were all social distancing. I had fewer people, crew members, And so not only did we work 100%, and I turned to everybody and I said, guys, it's 150%. And vámonos. and people, of course, people responded well, and we thank Laredo, and we are going to have a spectacular 4th of July. Absolutely. Because we're ready for it, aren't we? We're ready for it.
Absolutely. And, you know, I know the city's coming out, they're going to be doing their own fireworks as well in some area, and which is good for them. But, folks, you can buy them. From what time to what time are you guys open?
So we're open this week. I don't know what day it is today, but we're open Monday through Thursday.
The 30th.
Thank you. From 6 p.m. to 11. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 4th of July, we will be open from 10 a.m. to midnight. And you can still do the order online with the free curbside pickup. Doing that, okay, Casita Rosa Fireworks was not Grubhub, okay? and we were not, you know, we learned through that process. Crazy was we actually were offering order online with curbside pickup last December. Before the big COVID hit. So for once in my life,
you were prepared.
Well, yes, we had the idea.
Absolutely, and it's great. Let's touch base. Más o menos, what's a price range that you're looking at?
So, and just like everything else, right? Affordable family fun. Now, has the price of fireworks, has it gone wonky? It's gone wonky. So we're having the same issues with manufacturing. We're having the same issues with shipping. So there were some items that again, the cost itself went up. Shipping has gone up. But but again, affordable family fun. We will work harder to have more volume go out than upcharge the few that come, for a few customers. And that simply has always been Casita Rosa's policy. So what do we need? We need everybody to come out and have fun. Even have fun buying it.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be great. I think this year we're going to see a lot more people doing something for 4th of July.
So to your question, so you can absolutely go to Casita Rosa Fireworks with $20 and walk away with some fireworks for your family to enjoy. And it always will be. Always will be. We have some specials. We've got a remote coming up on Friday from 6 to 8. It's 2 hours. We will be doing giveaways those 2 hours. We will be having special exclusive sales those 2 hours. And it's going to be for walk-up. It's not going to be for online. So, you will have to go out there. We are back on Highway 359, 5 miles out, going out past the loop, through the loop. And we are directly across the street from Bravo Auto Parts. And if I go to give you the address, I'm going to mess it up. So you get on Facebook, Casita Rosa Fireworks, Google us, we're pinned. And we're out there, and nothing better than to see everybody.
No, and it's great, and it's something that, thank you for doing it. Thank you for your hard work for always providing that, because that, like you said, fireworks are memory building.
And that is that we're going through a tremendous amount of work right now to get ready. This rain, we're putting caliche down. They better be rolling the property right now as I'm sitting here. Extra lights going up, all that kind of stuff. And no matter what, I was yesterday, I had this much mud on my tennis shoes while we were getting some stock in. Regardless of every hiccup, every kick in the butt that we get, it only takes one of you. And I can cry right now. It takes one of you, one of the Laredoans, seeing a child that I knew that I saw when he was born, and now he is a teenager and he's going to work fireworks next year. One abuelita that comes up and says, "Ay, mijita, I remember your dad." We get one wedding. You come in and you buy fireworks for your wedding. We get our baby reveals. We got lots of baby reveals. COVID there was something going on through COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got lots of baby reveals, and we do have baby reveal product. So that, when I get one envelope with a couple, and I get to turn around and I open that envelope and I know what their blessing is going to be. Do you really? How could you stop? How could you stop? You know, that to me is worth every all the hours and hours and hours of work that it takes. And also another thing, and I have to say, of course, thank you to Laredo, but I want to say thank you to the kids that have been our crew members all of these years, and they've gone through and they've learned how to deal with the public. They've learned how to chase me around getting things done, and it is a mentorship program, and I think it's very important as business owners
We have to.
that we give the next generation that experience.
And I think that's what we need. We need to find some format to build an association with small business owners that have been around for a while, exchange ideas, and give it to the other ones, because the Chamber of Commerce is not doing it. I mean, I don't know what they've done and what they're doing or what they want to do. It's just like, who knows? And it's not there.
Everything has evolved, and I think it's very difficult to through and I know that Grandma would say, "Oh, I remember when," and our parents told us, "Oh, if you only knew." And now I think through this time that we're in with technology, with business, with everything else that's going on, even the different ways that people have business or they're making their living has changed so much that it is very difficult for us to just lay something down and it's going to work for all people. And not only that, but our youth now. I mean, our children, and every parent can tell us, no matter what we say is, well, there was a poll or they ran some survey or this test shows, every parent's going to tell us, if you had a kid 15 years ago and you have a child now, there's a difference. There's a difference because society is different. And we really need to, there isn't a cookie cutter. And we really have got to just open up those avenues where our welders, I need a welder right now. No pun. I need an electrician right now. I mean, there are things that are happening in daily business that we need to keep multiplying.
And believe me, my daughter just opened up her first business. She's 24 years old, and we're looking for some people out there. They weren't working and they kept on saying, COVID's no longer around. Oh no, it's because this and that. Maybe later. Mm-hmm. It's about now. Let's get stuff done. But
working from home,
done.
Paul.
Yeah.
Working from home. So now so as business owners and as face-to-face and retail walk-ups, that's something else that we need to really deal with, because yes, I'm doing order online with curbside pickup, but you can also pick up the phone. In other words, we're in touch with every single customer, so it's not what's just online, because there's some businesses that can't happen like that, nor should they.
Absolutely.
Because that does kick our butts for face-to-face walk-up in Laredo.
And we need that. And we need both. We need everything. And we need to we have to maintain, and those are some great points. We need to maintain the whole spectrum, especially on these businesses. You're absolutely correct.
And to keep Laredo functioning and to keep it, we can't expect someone else to make Laredo a spectacular place to live. You can't expect politicians or rules, regulations, laws to govern, although they are governing entities, but they should not govern your life to want to succeed, to be kind, to change the world, change your atmosphere around you.
Absolutely. They have their own objectives and directives that they have to be doing. In place.
Right.
The overreach that they did last year and into this year was dramatic. And I kept telling folks, they're going to find that little niche of power. They're going to like that little niche of power, and it's going to be very hard for them to let go. And you see it now. They can't let go of it. Oh my God, we had this, and they can't let go. You all have to let go, or else you're going to be voted out.
Okay, I'll make a little. Let's compare it to, and anybody with a sense of humor, you know, just bear with it. It's like having a child and you're potty training him. Okay, you take the pamper off. Now you're doing the potty. Ooh, the potty's not working today. What happens when you put the pamper back on? So you understand? I mean, if your child is already learning, life is going this way, and you pull it back because of COVID or whatever the situation is, and now you've recessed, right, his development, and now he's back into Pampers, and well, now I don't want to use the potty.
Yeah.
That is what happens to us in everything that we do with daily life, whether you think you wear Pampers or not.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I understand your rationale because it's a truth, you know.
In my twisted, there are going to be some people that say, "God, that's so sunny," that she would make that analogy.
But yeah, I'm going to continue with that. You folks, bear with us because I'm going to say
there's a whole
this.
There's a whole lot of poop.
And when you have kids and you potty train them, now you potty train them. You got them sitting down on the toilet. And they just leave and they don't flush the toilet. But then when they learn how to flush the toilet, they stand there and they look down and they see everything go down the drain. And that's what I see our illuminated ones at City Hall doing. They're seeing everything go down the drain and they're like, we did that. Yes, you just did that. So it's like I say, our small businesses are the ones that owners are the ones that are helping each other stand up and say, it's not going to happen to us again.
Right.
And we're going to make it, we're going to conquer, we're going to keep going out there, and we're going to continue giving each small business owner a helping hand. Well,
as human beings, how many restrictions do you want to live with?
Absolutely.
Do we really want to be told at some point in time, no, you cannot go outside of your house till sunrise? No. Nope. You're only allowed 2 hours of TV because of the electric. Yeah, it can.
Yeah, but it's going that way, you know.
And don't think for a minute that everybody thinks everybody's always crying wolf. Nobody would have ever thought that COVID could happen. So we must learn.
And there's a couple of things, especially us Texans. COVID hit. And then all of a sudden, a winter where they literally turned off the electricity on us, and it wasn't Jack Frost that did that. They literally switched it, and now they're telling us you all better do that, or we're going to switch it off again. In their Freudian slips that they keep telling us. So we better watch out with who and what, and we can have these individuals that come and all of a sudden say, I'm going to do it this way with false promises, and their whole agenda switches over. And because that's what we're getting stuck with, and with that maliciousness. And I think we, as individuals, we have to hold right all those rights, and that's the reason why we have July 4th.
Absolutely. The 4th of July, now, is our vote important? Absolutely. And we have got to learn. We all remember. Do we remember what a con job is? Right? Do you want to be conned into? Do you want to be tricked? Do you want do you want me to say something nice to your face? Do we want our friends to say something, or people that we know? Do you want them to say something nice to your face, and then as soon as you turn, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué hacen? And that is, sometimes it's human nature, It's the power hungry, and it is greed, and a lot of times it can be desperation. However, our feet are firmly planted on the soil of the United States of America.
Absolutely, and that's what makes your business so incredible, because we still keep seeing those fireworks and so celebrating our Independence Day. And that Independence Day when America became the land of the free. And we have to come back to that and stop all this tyranny in the government. And once they start pushing that way, stop them and say, you know what, you're not today. Not today.
Not today.
Absolutely not today.
There are more of us than there are of them.
You know what, and I'm going to tell you this thing. Graham, you're absolutely correct. Let's just look in the municipality area, in the city. You got 8 voted public officials in the city of Laredo. 8.
Only 8.
8, and there's 260,000 Laredoans that are registered, and the Laredoans are afraid of those 8. Really? I'm not afraid of any one of those 8.
Well, and,
you know what I'm saying?
How many of the 260,000 are paying attention to what the 8 are actually doing?
You know, so we have to understand who has the numbers. We have the numbers, and we, the people, are the ones that elect them. And I know the city council. I know many of them personally, and I've seen them do their hard job, and they're trying to do something, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's because everybody voted this way. So yeah, but stand your ground.
Be an oak tree.
Stand your ground.
Yeah.
And there's some that that have lost all face, but then there's some there that are trying to do something, and you start seeing them, and you're like, okay. And remember, we live in Laredo. We have so much diversity. It's a beautiful town, but we can't say, I hate your business, but we like yours, or you know what? Since you didn't get vaccinated, we're not going to go to your business, but we're going to go to yours. Really? So you're going to discriminate? I want to hear the first one there, because I'm going to nail them with a civil lawsuit.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And once these start coming out, and people start standing up, and we can start living back again the way we were.
Well, you're free. You're free to wear your mask. We're free. See, that's America. We are free to wear a mask, if you so choose to do so, for the rest of your entire life. If that is what you choose to do.
Absolutely.
All the power to you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. But don't get in somebody's face. Don't push them because they're not wearing a mask. Right. Don't yell at them, because if you get hit, it's your fault. Don't bully anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, but then in another 10 years or so, you might find out that, oh God, maybe I shouldn't have worn that mask. Get it?
But other than that,
have
a happy 4th, and remember the reason why the 4th is there. We live in the greatest country in the United States. Not even China, with their maliciousness, with their bat soup flu, was able to bring us down. And they're not going to bring us down. And just remember something. In 1903, 2 battalions of Marines took out the Emperor's Guard, the Royal Imperial Guard of China. Imagine that. It's called the Boxer Rebellion. Read up on history and you know how long they have disliked us. So, again, land of the free, America is the best country in the world.
And we're brave.
Absolutely.
Home of the brave.
Absolutely.
And we're fighters. And Laredo, we're scrappers. We're all scrappers to begin with. So we look forward to seeing you out there. Casita Rosa Fireworks. We're on Facebook, CasitaRosaFireworks.com. We've got the order online, curbside pickup. Go on out there and see everybody. We've got that remote on Friday, 6 to 8. Giveaways going on, and exclusive specials going on those 2 hours. And we're going to be out there all day from
Absolutely.
10 a.m. to midnight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. God bless Laredo.
Absolutely.
God bless
America.
all of the families here in Laredo. God bless you with peace, with health, and Everything is covered in the blood. And Jesus went to that cross for each and every one of us.
Absolutely.
And we praise God at Casita Rosa Fireworks that we're there, that the business is there, but for each and every one of you. God bless.
Folks, stay safe. We'll leave you with this. If you all know any child, your family member, somebody that does not have money, that is being bullied and is afraid, bring them over. We'll sign them up. I'm not going to leave any kid behind. So remember that. Be safe.
Hey, 2 cents on that one. 2 cents on that one. I've got a tour of Paul's place here, and we've talked about it for years. And what they have done in our community is simply not recognized enough. And every child, girl or boy, could have their lives enriched and encouraged with Paul.
Well, thank you so much for the humbling words.
No.
And again, you all be safe, peace, and happy 4th of July.
Mwah.